Hi, Jean. I have your scan here. So this is the scan that you just took today. And it's in comparison to the scan that you took on May 10th of 2024. So that's a 9-month period, just over 9 months and, almost 2 weeks. So let's just take a quick look at the numbers and then talk about what you might want to do moving forward. So really, really, really good transformation in the 9 months. So you had a little bit of a water fluctuation. You gained 2.6 pounds of water, which, I see that water fluctuation a lot. It's no big deal. Could be from a couple things. It could be, one, you're hydrating more than you were when you took this first scan on a regular basis, which is great. It could be, two, you're carrying around some inflammation, which it can happen when you're working out like you are. So in either way, it's nothing to even be concerned about, worried about. Don't even pay any attention to it. Water will fluctuate. And then, but it shows up like on the scale. So you could potentially, without being 2.5 pounds heavier with water, your net loss would be more like almost 9 pounds loss with that water fluctuation, if that makes sense. So it's really not a big deal. We're not going to pay too much attention to it. You did gain 1.1 pounds of dry lean mass of muscle cells, 1.1 pounds of muscle cells. That's not a significant amount of muscle gain, but you're still, and we're going to talk about it down here, you're still over 100% able to support your body weight in all parts of your body. And you're still, according to this chart, you're considered above average with your skeletal muscle mass at 101.4 pounds. You're sitting at about the 135th percentile for your gender and your height for skeletal muscle mass. So you're above average. It's just something, maybe you want to increase muscle faster than you currently are, which can happen with foods. And, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And you lost, and this was the most important thing that you needed to do throughout these past 9 months, you lost 10.1 pounds of body fat, which is great. So you're averaging, 1.25 pounds. No, like not quite. You're averaging like 1.1 pounds of body fat loss a month, which is good. And you might be looking at that saying, okay, I can do that faster. All right, maybe you can do that faster, but the rate that you did it is sustainable for your lifestyle. So you're still living your life, working out, and losing, 10 pounds of body fat, which is good. If you want to continue to lose body fat and you want to lose it at a faster rate, again, it's just going to come down to cleaning up your diet, which I don't push that with anybody. I talked to you about that this morning. People do that when they're ready. So that's going to be up to you and when you're ready. And if you're ready now, then I'm going to give you some tools to maybe clean it up in a way that is also conducive to your lifestyle. All right, so continuing on, you lost 10 pounds of body fat. So if you notice this D shape, this is pretty cool. So that was the D shape that you had in May. And look at how pronounced that D shape is now in February. And that's because you increased your skeletal muscle mass. So the body weight went down 6.3 pounds. Body fat went down 10.1, and you increase your skeletal muscle mass 2 pounds, almost 2 pounds. And that's why that transformation happened, which is great. Okay, so back up here again, your lean body mass was up 3.8 pounds, most of that being a water fluctuation, body fat down 10.1, and your net loss was 6.3 pounds. And you might be looking at that over the 9 months and saying, crap, that's not a lot of body weight loss. You didn't need to lose a lot of body weight, and you still don't need to. We'll talk about that. But again, that water fluctuation is throwing that off. It would be closer to 9. Okay? So again, the D shape down here, you lost 6.3 pounds. You gained 2 pounds of skeletal muscle mass. That's your muscles and your bones together. And you lost 10.1 pounds of body fat, which is great. You lost almost 4% of your body fat, which is really, really, really good. Really good. Okay, now down here, in terms of what happened with your muscle over the 9 months, your right arm gained the ability to support your body weight 6.1%. Your left arm gained the ability to support your body weight 6.7%. Your trunk gained the ability to support your body 4.7%. All good stuff. Now, interestingly enough, your legs lost a little bit of ability to support your body weight, and that's something we definitely need to keep an eye on. You lost 1.4% ability to support your body weight with your right leg and 1.5% ability to support your body weight with your left leg. We want this lower number to be above 100. You're at a 106.9 and a 107, which is great. The type of workout that we're doing with CrossFit is a lot of, like that lighter weight, fast moving type of cardio type of workout, which I see that a lot with guys. So in order for you to increase your unilateral leg strength, you're going to have to do basically just that. Lunges, heavy lunges, unilateral stuff, squat programs, stuff like that. Which again, do you have to do that? Absolutely not. You need to continue on the path that you're currently on. Maybe eventually down the road, you're going to say, you know what, I want to get my legs stronger. And then you're going to invest more time into maybe a squat program, which is outside of your 1 hour that you're doing and whatever else. But you don't have to do that. And I don't recommend you change anything with your workout right now. Okay. So continuing over here, your scan was recommending that you lose 21.4 pounds of body fat. That is down to 10.6, which is tremendous. That right there is kind of a better indicator of what you actually did over the 9 months, better indicator than your overall body weight loss. Okay. So that is less 10.8 pounds than when you started, which is tremendous. A good goal for you is to get that to 0.0 over 0.0. So you only have 10.8 pounds more, less, we'll say 11. We'll round it up to 11. You only have 11 pounds more of body fat loss to make that happen. That would put your total body fat down to 11. That would put you at 30 pounds of body fat. Your percentage down here is 19%. Average for males is 8 to 18%. You're just over that average. Again, if you get that down to 30 pounds of body fat, and then this number will be way in, your D will be much more pronounced as long as we keep your skeletal muscle where it is or have it even increase more, right? That percentage will definitely be in the average range. I mean, you're right there, okay? So a good goal, lose that 10.6 pounds of body fat, have a 0.0 over a 0.0, 30 pounds of body fat there, and then you're going to be sitting at 15% there at something like that, I'd say, and while maintaining all of your skeletal muscle mass. So this tells us, where did you lose your body fat from over the 9 months? You lost 1.1 pounds of body fat off your right arm. You lost almost 1 pound off your left arm. You lost 5.7, almost 6 pounds of body fat off of your trunk, your core. And then you lost 1.3 pounds off of each leg, which is tremendous. And this is really cool too. So you were at level 10 visceral fat in May, which level 10 is considered average, considered healthy, right? It's the highest range of healthy. Like, we want people to be 10 or below, in other words. And you are at a level 8, so you lost 2 levels of visceral fat. So honestly, the changes that you made in just your body fat alone over the past 9 months, you just added like a significant amount of healthy years onto your life, okay? So moving forward, what are the goals? 1, maintain skeletal muscle mass and dry lean mass, or see it increase, either or. You don't need it to increase, but why the hell not, right? And then obviously we want to see your unilateral leg strength increasing with that, and continue on that fat loss. I think of all those things I said, maintaining your skeletal muscle mass and getting that body fat down to 0.0 would be tremendous. And then your body weight, like this scan is recommending that you sit at, about 204. So anywhere between 200 and 204 pounds would be like your ideal body weight moving forward. But again, I don't want you to just like all of a sudden suck weight, get down to 200 and say, okay, I'm good, because what you just did over the 9 months worked. Cleaning up a few things in your diet, a few things will get you there probably pretty quickly. So I'm going to send you a nutrition packet for you to take a look at that will get you there, and then you can decide how you want to implement that into your life in terms of food prepping and tracking, which both of those things get daunting, but it's kind of like no possible way to know if you're eating what you need to eat unless you track it some way, somehow. And what I'm going to send you will have a tracking tool. And also, once you get the hang of it, you do it for a month, you'll be down there. You'll be down to that 0.0 in a month or a month and a half, maybe 2 months. Yeah, probably a good goal would be half a pound a week, I'd say, or even a quarter pound a week. So you're looking at ideally 8 weeks, 8 weeks, 2 months out would be a good goal to get that to 0.0, something that you can sustain. And then you go on a maintenance program. So all good stuff. Let me know questions.